If you've ever talked to a golden retriever and watched them cock their head to one side, you know exactly how powerful that moment is. It's as if they're genuinely trying to understand every word you're saying, peering into your soul with those warm, empathetic eyes. But what's really happening when your golden does that adorable head tilt? The answer is far more fascinating than you might think, and it reveals just how intelligent, socially attuned, and emotionally connected these dogs truly are. Let's start with the most straightforward explanation: sound localization. Golden retrievers, like all dogs, have remarkably sophisticated hearing that far surpasses our own. They can detect frequencies up to 65,000 hertz, while humans tap out at around 20,000 hertz. But here's the thing: their ear flaps, those soft, floppy ears that we love to scratch, can actually interfere with sound waves reaching their ear canals. When your golden hears something interesting, unusual, or just plain confusing, tilting their head helps them adjust the position of their ear flaps to capture sound more effectively. Think of it like adjusting a satellite dish to get better reception. By changing the angle of their head, they're essentially triangulating the source of the sound, helping them determine not just where it's coming from, but what it might mean. This is particularly important when you're speaking to them. Dogs are incredibly skilled at picking up on the emotional tone and inflection in our voices, and the head tilt helps them process both the pitch and the nuance of what we're saying. That slight angle might be the difference between hearing "good dog" as praise versus a question. Here's where things get really interesting. In 2021, researchers conducted a study that revealed something unexpected about the head tilt. They discovered that dogs with longer muzzles, like golden retrievers, tend to tilt their heads more frequently than flat-faced breeds. Why? Because their snout creates a blind spot. Imagine looking at someone while holding a paper towel tube horizontally in front of your nose. That's essentially what a golden retriever experiences when looking straight at you. Their beautiful, prominent muzzle blocks part of their visual field, particularly the lower portion of your face where your mouth is located. Since dogs are masters at reading human facial expressions and rely heavily on watching our mouths for cues and communication, the head tilt serves as a visual workaround. By cocking their head to the side, they can get a clearer, unobstructed view of your entire face, especially your mouth and jaw movements. This allows them to better interpret your expressions, lip movements, and overall emotional state. For a breed as people-oriented as the Golden Retriever, this visual clarity is crucial. These dogs were bred for centuries to work closely with humans, reading our intentions and responding to subtle cues. The head tilt is just another tool in their impressive social intelligence toolkit. But there's an even deeper layer to this behavior that touches on canine cognition and intelligence. Some researchers believe the head tilt is a visible manifestation of cognitive processing. Essentially, it's your dog's brain working hard to decode what you're saying. Dogs don't understand language the way we do, but they're exceptional at learning to associate specific words with actions, objects, or outcomes. Golden retrievers, being among the most intelligent and trainable breeds, often have impressive vocabularies. Some can recognize hundreds of words and commands. When you say something to your golden, especially a word they recognize or are trying to place in context, that head tilt might indicate mental effort. They're sorting through their memory banks, trying to match the sound pattern to a meaning, anticipating what might happen next, or attempting to figure out what you want from them. Studies have shown that dogs classified as gifted word learners, those who can quickly learn the names of objects, tilt their heads significantly more often than average dogs when hearing familiar words. This suggests that the head tilt might actually be a marker of active listening and mental engagement, particularly in dogs who are highly attuned to human communication. The emotional connection, positive reinforcement loop. Now let's talk about the human side of this equation, because your reaction matters more than you think. When your golden retriever tilts their head, what do? If you're like most people, you probably smile, use an even higher pitched voice, offer praise, give treats, or reach out to pet them. You're essentially rewarding the behavior. Golden retrievers are incredibly socially intelligent and highly motivated by human approval. They're keen observers of our reactions and quickly learn which behaviors earn them attention, affection, and rewards. If tilting their head consistently results in positive outcomes, they're going to do it more often. This creates a beautiful feedback loop. Your dog tilts their head, you respond with warmth and enthusiasm, they feel happy and connected, and they remember to do it again next time. Over time, the head tilt can evolve from a purely functional behavior into a learned social signal, a way for your dog to communicate engagement, curiosity, or a desire for interaction. For a breed that thrives on human companionship and lives to please their people, this is absolutely in character. Golden retrievers are emotional sponges who constantly monitor our moods and reactions, and they're masters at using behaviors that strengthen the human-animal bond. Breed-specific traits: why Goldens are champion head tilters. Golden retrievers aren't just any dogs. They're a breed specifically developed for cooperation, communication, and close partnership with humans. Originally bred in Scotland during the mid-1800s to retrieve game birds for hunters, these dogs needed to be attentive, responsive, and capable of understanding complex commands in challenging environments. This heritage means modern golden retrievers come hardwired with enhanced social cognition. They're exceptionally good at reading human body language, facial expressions, and vocal cues. The head tilt helps them gather even more information about what we're communicating. High trainability, their eagerness to learn and please makes them quick to pick up on which behaviors get positive responses. If head tilting works, they'll use it. Strong eye contact tendencies. Unlike many dog breeds that find direct eye contact threatening or uncomfortable, golden retrievers actively seek eye contact with their humans. The head tilt enhances this visual connection. Moderate to long muzzle length. As mentioned earlier, their snout creates enough of a visual obstruction to make the head tilt functionally useful for seeing our faces clearly. It's worth noting that not every golden retriever tilts their head with the same frequency or in the same situations. Just like humans have individual quirks and communication styles, so do dogs. Some Goldens are prolific head tilters who respond to nearly every word you say, while others do it rarely or only in specific contexts. Factors that influence individual variation include early socialization experiences. Puppies who had lots of positive verbal interaction during critical developmental periods may tilt more frequently. Personality traits: more curious, attentive, or people-focused individuals tend to engage in the behavior more often. Hearing ability: dogs with excellent hearing might tilt less frequently because they don't need the acoustic assistance. Learning history: if the behavior was particularly well rewarded early on, it becomes more established. What your Golden might be telling you. So the next time your Golden Retriever gives you that signature head tilt, what are they really saying? The answer is probably all of the above. They might be adjusting their ears to hear you more clearly, moving their muzzle out of the way to see your face better, processing what you're saying and trying to understand, engaging in a learned behavior they know makes you happy, expressing genuine curiosity or confusion about something you've said or done. The beauty of the head tilt is that it represents multiple layers of canine intelligence and social sophistication, all wrapped up in one irresistibly cute package. It's functional, cognitive, and emotional all at once, a perfect embodiment of what makes golden retrievers such extraordinary companions. The deeper message: dogs are trying. Perhaps the most important takeaway from understanding the head tilt is this: it's evidence of effort. Your golden retriever is actively working to bridge the communication gap between species. They're using every tool at their disposal: physical adjustment, cognitive processing, learned behavior, to understand you better and connect with you more deeply. In a world where genuine attention and active listening feel increasingly rare, there's something profoundly moving about a creature who tilts their head just to see your face more clearly or to catch the nuance in your voice. It's a reminder that the bond between humans and dogs, particularly with emotionally intelligent breeds like golden retrievers, is built on mutual effort and genuine desire to understand one another. So the next time you see that head tilt, take a moment to appreciate it for what it really is, a small miracle of evolution, intelligence, and love, all working together to create one of the most heartwarming moments in the human-dog relationship. And maybe, just maybe, tilt your head back and see what happens. Your golden might just appreciate the effort to speak their language too.